On the road again. Uncle Buck can't wait to be on the road again. He like playing on. I should know more words. Oh, Uncle Buck and on and on and sorry, Willie. Welcome to the Daily Grind. I am your host, Luke Hatmaker, and it's Wednesday. And on Wednesday, I get not one, but $2. Two of the bugs from the $2 Support Show. How we doing, fellas? Good to see you both.
Good. I'm in the metropolis of Mississippi, down in the capital city.
Wait, don't
vacation destination.
What's the capital of Mississippi? I should know this. Don't hate me, guys.
It's the letter M.
What?
Oh God, I don't know. Okay, it's the
letter M. Come on, that bad dad joke this morning.
Oh, that is bad.
Oh yeah, nah. Okay, that was so bad I just got it. No. Johnny Cash wrote a song about it.
Jackson.
He sang it with June Carter.
Sorry.
He's going to Jackson.
I got distracted. It's a really good joke.
That was the worst. Dude,
I was happy
for that.
I was really happy I got to experience myself getting it, you getting it late, Rusty getting us getting it. That was really good for me.
Yeah. You should not be happy.
That's an intro.
That's an intro. And you know what? That joke was almost that joke is gonna be that joke is I was trying to make a joke. I don't know. I don't know if I can. The Grizzlies play the Nets tonight. I don't know. I didn't land the plane. The Grizzlies play the Brooklyn Nets tonight at home. This game shouldn't be a joke. That's the transition I was looking for. This game shouldn't be a joke, but
it could be.
It could be, man, because Brooklyn's been a bit more feisty than expected. They are, I will say, they are tanking the right way, though, where they keep these guys in these games, and then in the fourth quarter, they just blow it. But
is that what we're doing? Because that's what it feels like.
Oh, shots fired.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Well, let's start with that. What do you want to see today, Rusty? What do you want to see? Do you want to see us close the game out for starters?
Yeah. I want to see, we haven't had like a vintage Ja Morant game yet. And I know the season's young. We've played 4 games, but I want like a vintage Ja game. First of all, I want him to play. You know, they held him for 24 minutes the other night just to hold him out of the next game because of thigh soreness. I want a vintage Ja, like 38 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. Like I want that Ja game where he just absolutely takes over. You call 12, especially in the second half. Like, I want to see us be we're the second ranked team in the first quarter in the NBA.
Yeah.
We're the second ranked team in the second quarter in the NBA. We're the 30th out of 30 in the third quarter and 27th in the fourth. So I want Ja to take over in the second half.
God, that's bad.
It's almost like when you're in football practice and the offense is having too much success. It's like, okay, now defense, this is what we're going to do. Make it hard for us. And that's what we're doing to ourselves in the second half. It's like we got to figure out a way to we're blowing these teams out too much. We're blowing them out too much. Let's make it difficult for ourselves. We're going to play no starters for no minutes. So
man, it's I like the way you said that, Uncle Buck, because we should be undefeated, and these losses, we have done this to ourselves. Like, this isn't this yeah, Wayno gets it. Our defense should be leading into our offense, and it's just not.
We're not playing defense. There's too much. We're over helping. We're over committing, leaving guys wide open. It's a trend that teams are having their best 3-point shooting night of the year against the Grizzlies, and we're not doing anything about it. We're not making adjustments. And then I really like that. It can't be a redemption season.
Trend for 3 years.
Yes.
Yeah. It can't be a redemption season on 24 minutes. That tweet I sent y'all yesterday got me, where it was like the core 3 and Taylor Jenkins sitting off to the side, and Taylor said, "Boys, we're gonna give them 27 minutes of hell tonight."
That upset me. It really. I was like, "Oh God."
Yeah. To answer your question about what I'm looking forward to, I just want to see like heavy minutes. Like, that's all I care about at this point. I'm so sick of seeing like our starters play 24 minutes. Like, I'm tired of it. We'll go more into it because I got a lot more thoughts on the $2 Sports Show when we record. So y'all look forward to that. Like, I'm frustrated. and I'm frustrated because I want to watch good players play basketball, and I'm not.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about we want to see good players play basketball, and we're not. Jaws on the injury report tonight. He's on the injury report. Zach Edey's on the injury report, and Jitty, I believe, are all three questionable.
And they're not hurt.
And they're not hurt. I mean, Jitty might be hurt. He's been out, but like John Edey, I just don't know.
Sorry, man. I'm not coming at our superstar by any means, but you don't get on the injury report, play, and then say you're hurt. If I don't get it.
Again, maybe we didn't tweet at Ja enough to motivate him to play the other night. So, Grizz Nation, all day today. I know we have jobs, we have responsibilities. I need you to stay on Twitter all day and tweet Ja Morant encouraging things so that he'll play basketball tonight.
Nice things.
Daniel Greer, where are you at? We need
nice things. It can't be me.
Nice
DG, love you, brother, but we need nice things said to Ja, not mean things. So DG sit this one out.
Coach Vaughn.
Coach Vaughn. Well, last thing I want to touch on this game, because I do want to. It's not even about this game. This is just about all these early games. Wayno shouted this out, and I heard DG talking about this on the Daily Grind the other night. They were just. It seems to be I think the regular season counts.
It is. It does.
I think it does, and I think you can look at what happened to Denver last year and the seeding, where I think seeding matters, and I think every one of these games, especially these early games against Brooklyn, against against the Jazz that we won that one, but against the Bulls that we should have won. These games, you have to win these games. You have to win the games against the bad teams. You just have to. And I don't believe Day'Ron Sharpe's not playing. Ben Simmons isn't playing. Bogey's not playing tonight. This one should be.
We need to win this one. And Anthony Sain said it best, and I've been saying this about Taylor Jenkins for years now. What we do in October and November is the same-ish you're going to do in April and May. What we're doing now and the way we're managing numbers and the way that we're trying to regulate minutes and the way that we're doing things is not going to change. At the end of the day, Taylor Jenkins is who he is. I need to see something different tonight. You look around the association, we talked about yesterday, you got superstars playing 30-plus minutes and Ja barely playing 24, and we're worried about Jaren's hamstring at 24 minutes. That's an indictment on our medical staff and which we know is there, and our strength conditioning program. These guys need to be in better shape if they're 24, 25 years old and can't play 30 minutes of basketball on a night where you don't have a back-to-back. Now, tonight we have a back-to-back. So we'll probably regulate minutes tonight and regulate minutes tomorrow night, and it's going to be this asinine thing, and we'll be salty on the Daily Grind again tomorrow.
Man, it's so true. It's really. I'm trying to think how it's like you said, if we don't fix these issues now, and we're not talking this team is still good. It's just when you have people praising, it really does frustrate me when I have to hear people praising JJ Redick, these coaches, these brand new coaches who are playing Anthony Davis, I think we talked about this earlier. Anthony Davis is playing so much and he doesn't care. When I have to hear about the adjustments and what these brand new coaches are doing, when TJ's been doing the same things over and over and over, it just is a little frustrating to see.
The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Yes, it gets us to the 2 seed, but it doesn't get us a deep run into playoffs. And that's what we're here for. We need to see more growth. And I haven't seen enough growth from TJ this year to get me excited about the prospects of that.
Yeah. Last thing I want to talk about on this game. Oh yeah. Go ahead, Uncle Buck. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry. I had to jump off for just a second. Y'all were making the point about why the regular season matters.
Yes.
And I'm sure y'all already made it. One of y'all is smart. And so I'm sure Luke made this point. But in the Western Conference, it is so competitive.
Thank you.
And it's going to come down to a game at the end. You see, the 1 seed was decided in game 82 last year between Oklahoma City, Denver, and whoever.
Minnesota.
And so, you need these games, and especially games against Chicago that's not very good.
Yeah. Last thing I want to say about this game, and speaking of not very good, how's Zaire going to play tonight?
It's a revenge game.
Are we going to get the revenge game? Are we going to get it?
He had 18 last night. He's going to go for 19 tonight.
Oh, my God, man. That's all I want to say about Zaire. Moving on.
Yeah.
Let's look at the. Go ahead, Uncle Buck. What do you want to say something about him?
I was going to say this whole season is the Cam Thomas show. Hide and watch. He's taking 30 shots a game.
Dude, it must suck to play with that guy. Our team. I wanted to. Okay, so let's play a little game real quick. A game called Rasta Musical Chairs. We're playing 12 guys right now. That's not how you win. At least I don't know how you win a title playing 12 guys, meaningful minutes. Yeah. I want to sit with the roster with you guys. There's 10. Let's pick out a 10-man rotation, fully healthy. Let's like in a vacuum. This roster's healthy. Let's see who we got. Who are your 10 guys? Because it's getting to the point now where the pieces are all there. We just need to jettison the ones that don't fit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you got your 5. Your obvious 5. We know who the starting 5 are. So it's those next 5 that's where the decisions have to be made.
But do we know the starting 5?
I mean, I think we should.
Well, I mean, we know the starting 5, but is there a person on that 5 that you would get out of here to make place?
I mean, I think to me,
not at this point, not for me,
not today,
not right now,
not today. But Marcus's days starting are numbered. If Vince can come in and be a shell of what he was last year and get healthy and get going, I think Vince is the only one that could usurp a starter.
Yes, I 100%. I just wanted to see if we were in agreement on that because if
Marcus Smart is affecting winning. No, I'm still in on Marcus Smart.
I'm not out on him by saying that. I just think that if there was a bench player that could take a starting spot, it's Vince over Marcus. There's nobody else that's even close.
Yeah, I agree too. I think the way that Marcus is involving Edie should have him like he is doing more for Edie than I think anybody else is, and that's important. But if there's someone that could lose their spot, I would say it's him. Mm-hmm. We got those 5. After that, that's for me where it gets murky because if everybody's healthy, you play Vince, you play GG. Do you play Jay Huff? I feel like Jay Huff and Scottie Pippen Jr. have to be included in that 10.
Those are your first 4 off the bench, in my opinion, would be Vince, GG, Scottie, and Huff. And then it's that last spot. And for me, from what I've seen so far this season, and like I hate that we're still playing 11, 12 guys. Like I'd love to shrink this down to 9, 10 at the most. And if it's me, it's Santi Aldama. I mean, this offense fits him beautifully. It flows well through him. He can play 4. He can play 5. He can play 3. Like, I think that you need, like, I think Santi needs more minutes because Santi is the only one this offense is truly clicking for so far.
Would you agree with that 5? If you had to pick 10, Uncle Buck, would you throw Luke, Jitty, Jake, or BC into that second unit?
Yeah. So outside John, Tripp, Bain, Marcus, Edie, Santi, Luke, Santi, Gigi, Vince. I think I go BC because once again, in a small sample size, if anybody listened to Vernon yesterday on Grind City Media, he laid out a point. It's like a small sample size still, but ever since Brandon Clark and Jaren Jackson Jr. have ever played together, they've been the best 2-man lineup that the Grizzlies have.
Good.
It may not pass the eye test. I don't care. It's just like it works, and it works every year. It's tried and true, and you may not be able to point to the reason why, but it just does.
Yeah.
And so I'm BC doesn't make a lot of sense to me right now, but I can't argue with the numbers. The eye test, he doesn't look good right now, but he's still good. I'm still a Kennard believer.
I like Luke.
I have a hard time. And if you sympathize with Taylor, I don't like the reason why he's doing it. And I don't like playing 11 or 12 guys. But we've got 11 or 12 guys to play, that can play. Mm-hmm. We're not even talking about Jalen Wells' name hasn't even come up in this conversation yet, and he's going to play.
Yeah.
I totally.
Same with Jay Huff.
Well, I like Jay Huff being the backup, the first backup big. But the point I'm trying, like we've got Luke Kennard, John Conchar, Brandon Clark, Jake LaRavia, and Jalen Wells that we all consider. Mm-hmm. And I would throw Santi Aldama in here. Like these are all luxury roster spots. Like until Gigi gets healthy, Luke is probably going to play in this offense. Like we've just got, I think between Luke Kennard, Brandon Clark, John Conchar, like, do you know how many teams? Do you know how the Milwaukee Bucks would take all 5 of those guys right now? Like
the Nuggets, same way, man. The Nuggets are the most unserious team. What a regression that they have taken. You know that they're in a dogfight with the Brooklyn Nets. Like that's not the same team. They would take like a lot of our bench players. I mean, GG's right. Y'all are right. Like Luke's going to find minutes in this offense. Jalen's going to find minutes. It's murky. And I think maybe this offense, the way it flows and its constant motion, is probably going to lead to playing a few more guys because of, fatigue. Everybody's going to be pulling Anthony Richardson. Like, I need a blow, coach. I need a break. And I think you're going to see probably 10 or 12 guys for a while, good, bad, or indifferent. That's just kind of going to be the MO early in the season as we're figuring out this offense.
Yeah. No, you're going to see it for 82 games. Just buckle up. It's what Taylor Jenkins does. He does it in the playoffs. He's going to play guys a lot of minutes. If it were me, and it may be the thing that finally gets me off of him, because I feel like it's now time. The window is open. It's time to go win. And you win by letting your best players play basketball the most. Mm-hmm. And as much as I stand for Jake LaRavia and Luke Kennard and all these guys at the end of the bench that I like aspects of their game, they're not better than the top 7 to 9 guys that they should not be getting minutes over those guys. And so that's where it comes down to me. And
we're the
I
only ones.
I don't want to see Jake LaRavia play. Like, I like him. I think he's valuable to this team, but I don't want to see him play. This
is where we're at, man. Like DG's net. Like we talked about earlier. We talked about that very thing at the beginning of the show, DG. Like we're the best team in the first half, we're the worst team in the second half. And it's because we're playing so many guys. And you look across the league and these teams are winning and they're not doing that. We're doing that. And we're absolutely boo-boo in a bed in the second half. And like I don't understand.
LeBron James at 40 years old is playing 36 minutes a game.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you're talking analytics, like I'm over analytics if that's what this is about, because it's not passing the eye test. The numbers tell me it's not good. It's time to throw that sheet away, TJ. But anyway, I digress.
It's like Matt Patricia, who always had that laminated sheet that he had a pen that he was marking on. And it's like, brother, that ain't work. Or he had a pencil. He had a pencil and he was trying to write on laminate. Just doesn't work. I think I'm glad that I want to end on a high note. It's great that we are worried about spots 12 through 15 when we couldn't even field 5 seasons ago, 6 seasons ago when we had Ivan Rabb starting at the 2. Like we couldn't buy depth. So it's a good problem to have. But let's take a quick break because it's draft. It's time to draft. It's draft day, not the movie. And we've been saving spooky movies for the day before Halloween. So we're going to jump right into that right after this quick break.
I think Zach Edey played well. He got his fouls in. He got them in for sure. But we saw some flashes of really what he can do. Whether that's setting screens or just blocking shots or just making guys change their mind about shots or just affecting the quality of shots that guys were getting in the game. We saw that a lot. They gotta use him though, man. They gotta be able to find him a little bit.
I was about to say they especially the whole first quarter. It was like because I think that lob that y'all had him, that was his first points of the game. So it was like the whole first quarter I did peep that. It was like I see everybody else attempting 5+ shots. Right. Y'all gotta find a way to give Zach Edey something like at some point. Everything was running well last night, right? The offense was flowing well. It's gonna come a stretch of time where they're gonna be stagnant. And at that time, that's when I expect them. Okay, hey, let's run a post play to Zach Edey.
Tune in to the Anthony Sane Show Wednesdays and Fridays at 12 p.m. weekly on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
This is a question I don't know if you've ever been asked. Was there anyone you ever wanted to dunk on? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm glad you're getting a big kick out of that one. I think you've been waiting all day for that. Waiting all day to get that little jokey joke in. Oh, you got a joke. But I always wanted to dunk in the game. That's what I wanted to do. And it didn't have to be on anybody. I wanted it to be off of a missed shot, like on an offensive rebound, so that everyone's around or in the vicinity when it happened.
Did you ever dunk in practice and get overly excited?
Yes. and everybody be like, well, are you going to do it in a game? I'm like, no.
Tune in to the Night Court Podcast with your hosts, Rob Fisher and Brevin Knight, on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
Welcome back to the Daily Grind, and it is almost Halloween. I'm excited. You catch all those shows, bluffcitymedia.co. We've got the $2 Sports Show. Will be dropping on Friday. Anthony Shane will be today. Grizz 901 Live. That's every weekday after the game. That'll be later tonight. We've got No Bluffing on Mondays. Night Court.
Check out Grizz Season After Dark last night.
Oh,
we had
yeah.
the Grizz After Dark show last night with Chris Ingram and Sane. It's good stuff, man. It's good.
Yeah.
It's a fun new show.
It's awesome. Yeah, check all that out, man. We got a lot of good stuff. Grizz, now that the season's back, it's just full speed ahead. It's awesome. But back to our show. On Wednesdays, we draft stuff around here. It's draft day, not the movie. Draft day, not the movie. Except today, we are drafting movies, but not this movie. If you draft this movie, unless you're a Browns fan, it's probably scary. I don't know. It's but we're just drafting spooky movies. Uncle Buck might be drafting weird stuff. I'm so excited to see what he drafts. He was asking us criteria questions last night. I can't wait. Let's see who goes first, if we even want to. I don't know why we do this anymore. Okay, let's see. All right, going first will be Rusty.
Let's go.
And that means going second will be. I'm going to stop inviting you guys. You go. It's you, Uncle Buck. And I will go last.
All right, up first. Look, I'm not playing to the crowd here. I'm picking my favorite scary movies. I'm picking the ones that I like. Up first is The Descent. It's a movie from like 2006. Girls cave diving. These critters try and eat them all. It's an incredibly scary movie. It's awesome.
It's utterly terrifying. It's
so good.
If you live in the South and you live like anywhere near a tree or a cave, you're like, I'm done.
I think about that when I go deer hunting and I'm walking out of the woods at night. It's dark and I'm like, where's them little critters at?
Your turn, Uncle Buck.
Yeah. So I'll go with the first scary movie I watched. First and only, it's well documented. I'm not just a big scary movie guy. But my dad did send me that because he got on the M. Night Shyamalan kick.
Yeah.
And the first scary movie I watched was Signs.
I knew that was coming.
I know that's probably more thriller than horror, but with the first time you caught a glimpse of that alien, it felt like horror to me.
That leg in the
he
birthday
stuck
party,
his fingers underneath the door. It felt horror to me.
That movie has some of the top 3 scariest I've ever been. I'm counting it. I'll count it.
Yeah. All
right, my turn. First, I'm taking Exorcist first because that's the scariest movie I've ever seen. Saw it too young. I was like, I've avoided Ouija boards ever since. I'm out. Out on the devil, out on Ouija boards. Hot take, the devil is bad. Second movie I'm picking, I'm going with The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. Another movie I saw really early. Some of the nastiest practical effects I ever saw. I still have nightmares of like the head going ripping off. So I'm going to take The Exorcist and The Thing as my first 2.
Uncle Buck, what you got next?
Okay, so that's me. All right. So back in high school, there was a run on demon possession movies. And as a church going man, that grew up, like that was something that it was like, oh, and that's real. And it looks real. I hate the home video aspect of it. I think that's what kind of got like, I hope nobody takes it, but like Blair Witch Project, that's what made it so scary, was like it felt like it was home videos. Like, oh, this is a documentary.
This close.
Oh yeah. Like so Paranormal Activity, the first one, we saw them in theaters.
Yeah.
The woman getting drug out of the bed, like it's terrifying. And it's as an adult with kids, I'm like, we don't even talk about this. Like, we do not. I believe in speaking things into existence, and we will not speak of this in this house. Like, no,
I like it.
Don't invite those spirits in.
we're tapping the door frames coming in, being like, Lord, not in this house. Like, like I don't tangle with this stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right. So, man, it's working out well for me. So I'm going to take it's sci-fi / horror in Alien. I mean, the original Alien is so good. There's a there's a dad joke about Sigourney Weaver that I said last night. And I promised Maggie I wouldn't say it on air. Yeah. So Alien, and then I'm also taking a movie that scared the crap out of me in college is The Strangers with Tyler, just because like it could happen, and like at the end, it's like, why are you doing this? And it's like, because you were home.
Because you're home. Oh, I hate it.
God.
I hate it. PBGBs.
Oh, all right.
You're already.
He's already reeling.
Some of
He's
the
out
movies I
of
watched, except for all right. I did it last week. Jaws is legitimately scary.
Oh yeah,
like,
dude.
Because the thing about scary for me is like jump scary is one thing, but the eerie expectation of something happening is worse than like jump scary to me. And it's like the music is just haunting, the donna, and I'm like, You see the fin coming towards you, like, it's terrifying.
Dude, the sound of Quint dying, just like it's terrifying. He goes on way too long. It's great. I'll go, and we'll just do 4. We're only gonna do 4 because I know Rusty's got to get out of here. We'll do 4.
Listen, we can do 5. We got time.
We can do 5. Okay, we got time for 5. I'll do my 2. I'm going to do Nope, the Jordan Peele movie with the alien, or it's scary. Really, and Nope, great name. Nope.
Yeah.
And then the next movie I'm going to do the OG Halloween. I'm a big Mike Myers guy. I like John Carpenter. I like his style, his vibe. I'm a big fan of. So those will be mine.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go. The Quiet Place, the original.
Yeah,
good one.
Again, talking about eerie. It is a one-of-a-kind movie experience because it's totally quiet, and it just really builds up so much like drama and
And for those of us that burp and fart a lot, it's like we're toast. I'd be toast.
Do not go see this one in theaters.
Nope.
Yeah, not at all. I'm gonna go the original Pet Cemetery. That movie was very unsettling when he kills that kid with that dirt bike and all. Like, just a very unsettling movie. Like that movie. Again, a movie I watched way too young, probably.
Yep.
And there is nothing. This is probably why I don't have any. There's nothing more scary than kids getting possessed and being like so. Yes. Children of the Corn. Like, growing up in and around in farm country on a cattle farm. It's not like my grandpa's like. Being out in the woods and the farm, like Children of the Corn messed me up for a little while. So
that first one's scary.
Creepy, yeah.
Yeah. So this is my last pick. I'm going to show you my list because there's nothing scarier to me than real life. And there's things that happen in these movies in real life that make you question, like, if this actually happened, the whole world would like change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so draft day. If the Cleveland Browns ever did that, if that ever happened in real life, I'd question reality. And I'm going to show you my list because Luke said, nobody takes this movie. We shouldn't take this movie. And I was like, man, it's on my list. It makes me question reality and my favorite sport.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if you win because of that, I'm going to be so mad. Is it my turn? Do I get the last pick?
You get the last pick to round us out.
Oh, my God. That got me. My last pick, I'm going to go with the Exorcism of Emily Rose. We're keeping this extra. We're keeping this demon. Basically, if you're a demon, stay out of the 3 of our lives. I don't want demons anywhere near us. They're scary. No, thank you, demons. No, thank you. But yeah, I would do that. Yeah. So I got Exorcism of Emily Rose. I got The Exorcist. I got Halloween. I got The Thing, and I got Nope.
Yeah. So I've got Signs, Paranormal Activity. I got Jaws. I've got the original Quiet Place and Draft Day. with Kevin Costner.
Yep. And I've got that's so funny. I've got The Descent, Alien, The Strangers, Pet Cemetery, and Children of the Corn.
Yeah.
Draft Day's the scariest movie on there. I'm not going to lie. I hear it. I'm like, that's going to do it for our show today, guys. We're going to put these up on the X, on the Twitters, whatever we're allowed to call it now. Let us know who won. Not Uncle Buck. We will be back tomorrow to celebrate Halloween.
I am inevitable.
Yes, you are, sir. Watch the game tonight. Watch the Zaire Revenge Tour not happen. Go Grizzlies, guys. And if I can leave you with anything today, just these two little things. Remember just to be a little weird, just a little bit, and remember to smile. Bye, guys. Have a good day today.